Alright guys, so the video you're about to see is a sneak peek into my course, Dark Game. It's a course that I created for people who want to know the game from approaching women to pick up, to natural game, to meeting women at work, to meeting women at school, to making your girlfriend love you more, to getting a girlfriend. It's more about the fundamentals of getting women. We talk about male, female nature and all that good stuff. And this video is part of my course. If you guys like it, you guys can purchase the whole course by going to the description down below. It'll say purchase Dark Game. So I hope you guys enjoy this, okay? It's a free preview.
All right, guys, so let's talk about approaching, all right? There are two kinds of approaches, and you guys need to learn this because you guys are going to be approaching women, all right? I mean, one of the most important things about being on your purpose is that when you're on your purpose, it allows you to go about your life, and when you see a woman as you're on your purpose, because you're so focused on your craft, because you were just so focused on what you were doing. When you talk to a woman, you're sort of gonna speak to her with that mentality. It's almost like you barely woke up. You know when somebody calls you and you barely woke up, and so when you talk to them, almost like that dreamy phase. You're like, hey, what's up? How's it going? It's almost like that. So it's almost like you're focusing on your way to do something else, and then you see a woman. And then you go up to her like, hey, what's up? How's it going? I saw you. I wanted to say hi. Like that energy you had when you were focusing, you bring it onto the interactions. Right? So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. But you got to understand there are two kinds of openers, right? One, cold approach. Second, warm approach. Warm approach is when a woman notices you on the neutral or positive manner, right? So she either makes eye contact, or she just notices you, or she knows you know one of her friends and stuff like that. That's the warm opener, right? There are a few ways that you could do that. All right, there are a few ways that you could create a warm approach before you approach her, right? Because sometimes you want to create this, you want to make her warm, no pun intended, so that you could approach her and she's more familiar with you, right? That's called a pre-opener, all right? A pre-opener is pretty much you getting on her radar, all right? It could be you calling, it could be anything that gets on her radar, because usually you just approach without her noticing you, like a creep. So the ways to do that is to get eye contact. That's one way. To just look at her for 3 seconds, and if she doesn't look at you, look away. 3 seconds, my nigga, all right? 3 seconds, all right? The next way is like sticking your tongue out, right? I used to do this. I don't do this no more. But if you guys are young, this could work. It's kind of like when she looks at you, you look at her, you're like, you just look away. Just go like that. It's playful. Or she's like sitting with her friends, and you just go like, right? It's like, and you just look away, right? And so she'll notice you. Later on when you approach, she'll be more friendly. Another way that you could create the warm approach is that if both of you guys see something funny, or both of you guys see something unusual in your environment, that's very similar to the environmental opener per se, not an environmental opener, situational opener, right? Now something about, and then the cold approach, like I said, is when she doesn't fucking see you and you just came out of nowhere. All right. Now, mind you, you guys have to understand this. You don't need permission to approach a woman. All right. You don't need permission to approach a woman, but just don't go to jail. That's my main thing. Don't go to jail. Don't fuck up and don't go to jail, and don't say you know my name. All right. When you get jammed up, don't mention my name. All right. So I want you also to guys to understand that openers are irrelevant. The opener that you use are pretty irrelevant unless you're going up to her and say, hey, suck my dick. Pretty much the openers you use are irrelevant. Why? Because rather than focusing on what you say, you want to focus on allowing her to experience you. Okay? Girls need a lot of time to get to know who you are. So she's not going to remember what you said. Just think about all of your friends. Like, you know, what's their opener? You don't remember their opener, but you do remember the vibe of the interaction. That's what they remember. They remember the chemistry, what you felt. So, now, some of you guys might have approach anxiety, okay? So how do you overcome approach anxiety? One, lower your time of reaction, all right? Just go. You just fucking go, all right? Two, your mind fucks with you, so lower your time of reaction, like I said. So one of the ways that you could do this is when you see a woman, you either say yes or no in that moment. Yes or no. Yes or no, and no means no. You're not going to approach her 3 seconds later. It's yes or no. All right, that's one thing you could do. Or another thing you could do is just see her as a child. See her almost like a little kid. Like literally make the mental effort to see her as a kid, as a little girl walking down the street. But don't be a pedophile. Like make the effort to see her as a little girl, and that will just naturally calm you down and will give you more strength to approach her. Now, here are some of the openings that you guys can use. All right. Some of the openings that you could use is my very simple opener, which is, "Hi, my name is Delexis." Simple as that. Okay. You could don't say, "Hi, my name is Delexis." Use whatever the fuck your name is. All right. That's one opener, right? Another opener could be, this is my favorite one, and in all honesty, this one really works very well. You stop her and you just say, or you say, for example, you say, excuse me, I couldn't let you just walk by without you saying hello. I mean, come on, man. I'm Delexis. What's your name? Like it's almost like saying, you think you fucking slick. No. I saw you walking by me. I had to say hello. Who are you? Now you can't. You thought you were being slick, didn't you, girl? Like that's the vibe you want to give off. Like oh, you thought you were slick. Come here. What's your name? Where you from? You see, like that. That's the vibe you want to give off. Like it's almost like you're not afraid. It's almost like you're not like, "Hey, girl, like I saw you," and like, "Hey." No, you're like, "Hey, I saw you walking over there, and come on, man. I couldn't let you go without saying hi. You serious? Come on. I'm Delexis. What's your name?" Right? And usually the way they react is like they're smiling and vibing. But the thing is, what I want you to notice though, don't pay attention to their reaction. Pay attention to the cockiness that you feel from that opener. That opener makes you feel kind of cocky, in all honesty, right? So that's what you want to hone into. Now, how do you go from hi to getting her number, right? It's very simple. The next thing you say is, "What are you doing?" Now, I want you guys to understand this. The vibe that I want you to have is not a friendly vibe. It's not a happy fucking vibe. It's a vibe of a man who was on his way to get to do work, but now has a few seconds with this woman and is trying to get to know her. That's the vibe you're gonna give her by doing the following. Because only guys of high value will skip the whole warming up and get straight to getting to know you in a few seconds. This is what you do. All you do is just go up to her and just say, "Hey, I'm Delexis. What's your name?" She says, "Hey, I'm Alyssa." Right? And then you just be like, "So what are you doing? So what are you doing right now?" You know, you just just say, "What are you doing?" You know, just like, "So what are you doing?" Like in a very blasé, like you're not saying, "Hey, what are you doing?" You say, "So what are you doing?" Like, "What are you doing?" It's almost like an interview question. "What are you doing?" "I'm going to work, blah 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 blah." You know, and blah, 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 and just say, "So are you from around here?" Or something like that. You know, like you're essentially giving off the vibe of, let me see, I'm trying to understand. You're essentially giving off the vibe of like who are you? Okay, all right, who are you? Who are you? Like it's almost like, all right, show me who you are. We don't have a lot of time. Show me who you are, right? It's counterintuitive because you guys would say, you know, because I'm gonna tell you some of the questions to ask, and you guys might think, but this is not what you should be asking on a date, motherfucker. We're not on a date. This is not a date. This is completely different. This is showing her that you have options, right? So this is what you're gonna do. Oh, here's another opener that I wrote. It says, "What are you doing?" No, here's another opener because I want to give you guys what I wrote in my notes. One of the openers. What are you doing? You think you're gonna walk around looking all cute and think I wasn't gonna say hi? Nice try. I'm Delexis. It's that cockiness that really matters, right? Now, I want you also to please do this for me. When you go up to her, don't apologize and don't make excuses, you know? And also, do not worry about the crowd or who looks at you. You know, like, literally, like, people gonna look at you for a few seconds. Don't give a fuck. Do not give a fuck. Just focus on what you're doing, all right? It's a muscle you're gonna have to train. You're never gonna get over it, but you will learn how to manage it, all right? Now, also, don't strategize before opening. Open them without worry, you know? So also, you know, challenge your assumptions. Honest to God, like one of the most important things when it comes to approaching a woman is challenge your assumption. Oh, you think she's a bitch? Go and find out. Most likely she could be really nice. Or you think she's nice? Go and find out. Most likely you'll find out she's a bitch. You see what I'm saying? So approach and just understand, live by the model of challenge your assumption. Just challenge your assumption, all right? So expect women to be rude at times. They're humans. It's impossible to know what's going on, so don't even try to control every factor. Now, let's say you approach her, right, and she gets fucking scared, because that will happen, all right? What you don't want to do is take a step forward when she gets scared. You don't want to do that. When she gets scared, you take a step back, use a statement of empathy. You take a step back and say, "Oh shit, my bad. I noticed. Oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean to scare you. You notice that she's scared, right? And then you change the topic. You say, "Oh, sorry, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I just thought you had a interesting walk." Don't fucking compliment them, all right? Don't fucking compliment them. In fact, just say, I didn't mean to scare you. Anyways, I'm Delexis. What's your name?" Actually, no. Wait for them to get scared. Just say, "Are you good? You good now?" All right. Anyways, I'm Delexis, right? You wait for them to get scared, and sometimes they'll just walk away. I don't God. Sometimes they'll walk away. Don't run after them. Don't fucking do that. All right. You may feel like wanting to run after them, but don't run after them. And all right. So now, how do you get the conversation going? Like I said, make it so you approach, "Hey, my name is Alexis," right? I would suggest, like I said earlier, to ask questions, but the next thing I would suggest is actually make a statement, right? Make it code read. Say, "Hey, I'm Alexis. What's your name?" "Melissa." "Oh, interesting. Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised." That's that transition, right? Here's one transition. "Hey, I'm kind of surprised," right? After the opener, you just be like, "Oh, all right. Well, I'm kind of surprised, to be honest with you." Just be like, "What do you mean surprised?" "Well, I thought you were gonna have an accent. That's all." Like, that's a way to go from the conversation to the interaction, like to talk, really talking, right? Or that's the "you surprised me" line really works. The next line that you could use is a code read, like saying, "Oh, interesting. I thought you were, are you from?" You could be like, "Let me guess. Are you from California?" Or, "You look like you're from California," or, "You look like you're from Vermont," or something like that. Or, "You look like you're Amish," or something like that, right? And what's gonna happen is that she's gonna respond with, "Oh yeah, I am. Oh, interesting. Most people are from California," so they'll say yeah. You're like, "Oh yeah, I'm from California. Oh my god, how you know?" Well, just the vibe you give off. Anyway, so what do? Right? So then after that, so these, honest God, these two transitions are all the ones you need. Really, like, those are the ones I use. The next transition is saying, "So what do you do for fun?" So what do you is saying, so after, I'm sorry, I know I'm scattering right now, but so after the opener, the transition, and then you just say, "By the way, so I don't have a lot of time left because I have to go," right? "I don't have a lot of time left because I have to go." That's when you give your time constraint. You say that after the transition, you say that, right? "I don't have a lot of time left because I have to go, but let me get to know quickly. So, what do you do for fun?" You say, "So what do you do for fun?" Like, it's almost like an interview question. She's gonna respond, all right? And then you say something along the lines of, "So what do you do for work?" She's gonna respond, blah 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 blah. All right, cool. All right, you know what? I have to head out right now, but we should get a drink sometime. What's the best way to keep in touch? And that's how you get the number. What's the best way to keep in touch? This is my formula, right? It's very simple. Like, I'll be honest with you, the most important part is one of the most important part is how you ask the questions, right? So when you ask a question, don't ask in a, "Hey, so what do you do for fun? What do you go on or what do you do for work? Or what's your favorite movie?" No, motherfucker. Like, just like, "So what do you do for fun? So what do you do for fun?" "Okay, cool. What do you do for work?" "Oh, get out of here." "Oh, yeah, I do that too. Good shit." You see, you want to maintain your masculine frame, all right? You want to maintain your masculine frame, because what you got to realize is that you want to give off a hint of intimidation, a little bit of intimidation, not danger, just a little bit of intimidation. And the way you give it is through your presence. Like, "So what do you do for fun? So what do you do for work?" It's almost like I'm literally choosing you. I'm trying to find out if I should choose you. Like, that's the vibe you give it off, right? All right, so now, how do you approach her how do you physically stop her? Because that's a big problem, right? So how do you physically stop her? If she's walking towards you, and you see her walking towards you, right? If she's walking towards you, point at her 10 feet away, make sure that she notices you, and extend your hand as you simultaneously begin your opener, right? So you can just be like, "Hey, you. Hey, yeah." Like, if she's 10 feet away from you, just point, "You, hey, yeah. So what's your name?" "I'm Delexis," right? "Hey, what's your name?" "I'm Delexis." You just go out, you just get the eye contact. "Hey, you, yeah. What's your name? I'm Delexis. And that's how that opener is. And you just extend your hand to shake it, right? She might not extend your hand to shake it, and she might walk by you, so fuck it, bro. Like, you only doing that twice a day, right? So she walks by you, she's walking by you. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, how do you approach it from behind? Simply tap her shoulder to get her attention, and when she turns around, get eye contact and extend your hand as you shake her hand, right? So you go up to her, hey, I'm Delexis, what's your name? You know, like, I'm Delexis, what's your name? You know, and if you want to use the other opener, yes, hey, I'm Delexis, what's your name? Melissa. Well, I saw you, and I couldn't just let you go without saying hello, Or what you could do is kind of like, let's say this is a dude and this is a chick, right? She's walking, you go up, walk in front of her, and then you pivot. Hey, I saw you. Like you walk, like you guys are walking, right? Walk me in front of her, and then you stop, and then you stop, and she might fucking turn around, all right? She might do that shit, so let that shit happen. Or she might stop. But the point is, if she stops, you let her walk away, all right? And if a woman is walking, and if you're in front of her and she's walking away from you, do not like if she's walking away. Do not go like that, all right? If she's going like this, go like that too. Like if she's going like this, also take a step back. Make her feel comfortable, right? And let me see. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much how to approach a girl. The most important thing is maintaining your frame, maintaining a masculine frame, making it man to woman and not friend to friend. All right. Because if you try to come across as a goofball, if you try to come across funny, don't try to be funny, guys. All right? Do not try to be funny. We're not here to be funny. We're here to get laid. All right? We're here to get results. All right, guys? All right. This is how you do the openers.
So if you're a guy that's just like me, who considers himself a nice guy, and you in your whole life you've been getting played by women, this is the course for you. Remember, I was a Bible teacher for most of my life. As a teenager, so I was the quintessential nice guy. So this course that I created is specifically made to bring out your assertive nature, because when you're a nice guy, your assertiveness is suppressed. So by watching this course, you're pretty much going to learn not to get played. Now, mind you, you're not going to turn into a white guy into a black guy. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen because you see a white guy and then you see a big old black guy named Tyrone. That's not going to happen. What's going to happen is that you're going to learn how to assert yourself in a respectful and healthy way. You're going to learn how to express yourself. You're going to learn how to demand respect from men and women. And what's going to happen at the end of this course is that men will respect you and women will bang you. For the most part, okay? So you're gonna, and the beauty about this is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. 30 days. So if you don't like it, just message me and I'll give you your 30, and I'll give you all of your money back, and you can keep the course. So what you're gonna learn about the source of human aggression, strategies on self-assertion, how to identify different types of disrespects, right? How to deter aggression, signs of weakness that you might be sending out that's causing people to disrespect you, right? You're going to learn how to attack some people and who not to attack. It's pretty much going to make you more socially intelligent. It's a course for anybody who struggles with assertion, and specifically with people who've been jaded by being played by people, okay? So if you want to purchase this course, go to the description down below and where it says purchase nice guy and do it now. 30-day money back guarantee, no questions asked, and you keep the course, god damn it, okay? Because I am that nice of a guy, ironically, okay? So I'll see you guys inside, and I hope you guys enjoyed this course. I put a lot of my heart in it, and I'll see you guys inside. Purchase it now. Take care. Stay toxic.